Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a certified financial fiduciary and a no-market risk retirement and income specialist, and the owner of SafeMoneyRetirement.com, primarily serving Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia. But he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies. And now, here to talk with you about no market risk retirement planning, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection specialist. As most of you know, I released my book, Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success, back in 2022. And I am thrilled to have journalist and podcast pioneer Doug Sandler with Turnkey Podcast Productions with me today to discuss the final section of Chapter 9, Real People, Real Safe Money Retirement Game Plans.
So let's go on to our next story. This is one that many people, I'm sure, are going to relate to that are in our listening audience. It's the one of Ron and Wilma. It's never too late. So can you share maybe that story with us as well?
Sure, happy to. Ron and Wilma, both in their mid-80s, were already retired and receiving their full Social Security benefits, which they supplemented with income from a couple of large brokerage accounts. After hearing one of my radio shows and learning of the inherent risks of these type of accounts, especially if in a market as topsy-turvy as it is these days, they decided they wanted something safer, so they came to see me. Ron and Wilma are in exceptionally good health for their age, but they also know that sometimes bad things happen to good people. They wanted a guaranteed income that would cover them in the event that one or both of them required long-term care at some point down the road. Following our fact finder appointment, which also included an income plan to age 100 for them as well, we determined that their best bet, and it's not really a bet at all, would be a safe money retirement plan featuring an immediate and guaranteed fixed indexed annuity purchased in one lump sum with the money from their risky brokerage account. As with Leon and Jane, this fixed indexed annuity features an income multiplier in the event that either of them needs long-term care. In Ron and Wilma's case, we were able to get them a guaranteed monthly check of over $4,000 every single month that they can't outlive, with whatever's left in the account when they're both gone going to their children. So combined with their Social Security benefits and with the safety net of the long-term care income multiplier, Ron and Wilma have taken the stress that comes with reliance on the market completely out of the equation.
So I want to maybe make a statement. I'd love to just hear your comment about this because I think it so amplifies what we had talked about in the preceding couple of chapters. And it is the stress that is put on people when they're in a position to not have the guarantee of the income coming in, and what that extra stress can do to a 70, 80, 90 plus year old person that is not in a position to go back to work. So Can you just talk about maybe that true life, true world example of what actually happens, as far as the stress goes?
Absolutely. Well, we all know stress kills, and there's actually been multiple studies that show having a guaranteed income lowers your stress levels. And actually, people with one of these, there's actually a study on my website. If you want to read the study, go to SafeMoneyRetirement.com. You'll find it on there. It actually is a study that shows that people that have these type of products, a pension or a guaranteed income annuity, live longer. They don't know why. Is it because the stress is less? Probably. Is it because, one person actually in the article guesses that maybe they just want to stick it to that company one more time and get one more of those checks before they go. Whatever it is, it's a proven fact that having enough income to cover your expenses is going to significantly reduce your stress. And even if we're not talking about an income product, even if we're talking about a growth product, how nice would it be to get up in the morning and never have to check CNBC to see what happened in the market again, ever? Even if the market were to completely crash, you can't lose a penny. So it helps you totally lose all of that stress. But it is a hard transition for someone to go from the acquisition phase that they've been in their whole life to the distribution phase. It's a big transition and something that I have to work with people on.
So those of you that are listening to this, you can see and you can hear the stress that could be in people's lives when they don't have a safe money retirement plan. If you want to eliminate the stress out of your potential retirement plan, take a moment, get a copy of Tim's book. It's absolutely free. He's offering it to our listeners absolutely free. Just log into safemoneyretirement.com or call 844-905-SAFE to claim your free copy of this valuable retirement planning tool. Now, we've got one more story to share before we wrap up on your book. And I want you to share the icing on the cake, which is Barb's story. I think our audience will want to relate to this as they consider income upon retirement.
Barb, a single woman in her late 60s, had thought that her IRA was all the retirement plan she needed. Now her retirement was approaching, and after watching some videos on my website, she decided she might need a better strategy. So after our thorough fact finder appointment via Zoom, where we discussed exactly where she was and where she needed to be, we determined that a guaranteed lifetime income annuity that she would defer for 4 years was the perfect plan for her. Not only did this plan offer a 7% guaranteed roll-up rate each year throughout the deferral period, rates are subject to change, but it also was followed in just 4 years by an income that will continue for the rest of her life. When combined with her Social Security, this will be more than enough to sustain her. And the icing on the cake, this annuity also gave Barb an upfront signing bonus. And this particular one gave her a bonus of 10%. Again, rates can change, but that's what she got on this one. Retirement is no longer a worry that keeps Barb awake at night. Now she has a plan.
I love it. I love it when you have a plan. So my question to you is, if somebody wanted to start with you to work on their plan, how would they do that, Tim? Because all of these stories really do epitomize everything that you are all about, which is getting people to retirement safely. Safe Money Retirement. That is the name of the company. That's the name of the book. And that's what you're all about. So how would somebody start the process with you?
Real simple. The easiest way is you can log on to my website. Log on to safemoneyretirement.com. There's a contact form on there. We also have live chat on the website. So if you've just got a quick question, someone is always manning that live chat. If it's during the day, I mean, if you're in the middle of the night, there might not be anybody there, but you can do that, or you can just call us. Our number is 844-905-SAFE. You could just give us a call and we can start the process. Typically, what I like to do, unless someone really has a really thorough background in these products, I like to get them a copy of my book first, because it explains who I am, who my company is, how these products work. So you've got a really good base understanding of how Safe Money Retirement works. And then essentially the process is simple. We'll schedule a fact finder appointment. Takes 20 to 30 minutes where we're going to talk about your specific situation. Once we have all of that figured out and determine exactly what we need to do or what the purpose of your money is, then I've got a team that will search everything available in your state. We'll get back together for a second appointment, go over whatever the plan is, whether it's income, whether it's growth, whether it's life insurance, whether it's whatever it is. Go over the whole plan A to Z, make sure you understand everything, have all your questions answered. And then whenever you're ready to move forward, we help facilitate the process of getting everything done, everything applied for. And then even after that, we do an annual review. So we will still be with you every single year. We'll do a quick either phone call, Zoom, in person, based on where you are and what's going on, just to make sure that there's not any tweaks that we need to make in your plan and make sure that it stays and you do stay with a Safe Money Retirement throughout your entire retirement.
Tim, so appreciate you sharing your expertise. Thanks for getting to know me, and I've gotten to know you over the last couple of episodes, the last several hours of putting this together on video and on audio as well. I'm excited to be able to share this all with the listeners of your podcast. Make sure you stay tuned to Safe Money Retirement Radio every week for all the details that you get for your own Safe Money Retirement plan. Again, don't forget your free copy of Safe Money Retirement, your game plan for success. Tim, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for sharing all of your wisdom and your knowledge.
Thank you so much, Doug. It was a pleasure.
For those that are out there, remember, get a copy of Safe Money Retirement. Just go over to safemoneyretirement.com right now or call 844-905-SAFE.
Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market risk. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood, reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe with locked-in returns that will never go down due to market risk, so you can have the future that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your free copy of his #1 best-selling book, Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success, along with the free Safe Money Retirement Information Kit at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. Or visit him online for more details at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.